Every week we're introducing AS level questions. I realized you guys don't benefit from the A level questions, so this is specifically for you guys. So let me know in the comments if one, this is helpful, and two, what else you want to see. But for now, I'm putting my favorite AS question on the board for us to have a go at. It involves differentiation and integration, which I will explain momentarily. But first, the question. We have a curve which is bounded by, we have a region which is bounded by the curve, the x-axis, and the line x equals k. The curve has the equation 2x cubed minus 17x squared plus 40x, and we know that x equals k meets the curve at the minimum turning point. And we want to show that the region R is 256 over 3. So let's break this question down. We obviously want to find k first, so we're going to make that the priority. So find k. If k meets the curve at the minimum turning point, we know two things. One, we're looking at turning point of a graph, which is differentiation. Differentiate it. But also we know that turning point is the GCSE way of saying stationary point, which means we want to find when dy dx equals 0. So step 1 is to find dy dx. So that's going to be 6x squared minus 34x plus 40. So remember, that's times by the power, subtract 1 off the power. And then, because it's a stationary point, we can make it equal to 0. So technically I would write dy dx equals 0 and rewrite the equation. As you can see, not working with a lot of space. So my next line of working, I'm going to simplify this. I'm going to divide it all by 2. 3x squared minus 17x plus 20 equals 0. And I could solve this. I mean, we have the resources to, because we can use our calculator. And now everyone's got a slightly different calculator. There is a video about how useless graphical calculators are. But if you have one like this, you go on menu, you go and find where it says, oh, I will do it properly for you guys. Equations and functions, polynomial, it's to the second degree, and then you can just type it in, and then it will give you your solutions. So you now know that x is equal to 4 and 5/3. So if you're feeling a little lazy or you've forgotten how to factorize, best bet, just use your calculator. So learn how to use it properly, it will save you time. In this case, either was completely okay. So we now have two stationary points. Only one of them is a minimum. So are we going to do the second differential, plug both in, find out which one's greater than 0, find which one's greater than 0, less than 0? No, because they've given us the graph. And the graph shows us two stationary points. Now, intuitively, 4 comes after 5/3. K comes after this point. Therefore, k is 4. You do not need to prove it. The graph is a visual representation of this fact. We are done. So I get the benefit of just doing this. You'll have to write it beside. Now we want to find the region which is bounded by a curve. That is integration. So we want to integrate the same thing. And that's with respect to x. And the most important part is our bounds. So we know that k is 4, so that's 4. And we know that this crosses to the origin. If you didn't already know that, well, look, there is no intercept here, therefore it's 0. Okay? And now we can go about integrating this. So, differentiation, you times and then subtract 1. Integration, you add 1 to the power, divide by the mu power. So we use square brackets when we are doing differentiation with bounds. So we add 1 to the power, that's 2x to the power 4, divide by 4, which will give us x to the 4 over 2. And repeat that process, 17x cubed over 3 plus 40x squared over 2, which is 20x squared. 4 and 0. Now, one thing I want to know is the question specifically says solutions based entirely on graphical or numerical methods are not acceptable. So, even though I can grab my calculator and click this button here, which is integration, I could very easily sub in 2x cubed minus 17x squared, oh, I thought the x there, x squared plus 40x, and sub in my bounds, and you should see the answer is 256/3. If I jump from there to there, I will lose marks, hence why I'm showing this. But what you can do, because it's to show that, because you have put in your calculator, and if you're confident enough, if you show one more line of working, which is you subbing in your bounds, so 4 to the power 4 minus 17 4 cubed over 3 plus 20 times 4 squared minus 0, because these all have x terms in it, you don't actually have to put this in your calculator again. You can just say it's going to be that. And that is the question over. Now, are we confident we've done enough work? Because a lot of ways you can tell if a question is trying to trick you or not is by counting steps. So, we found dy dx. We found what k is. We found that we need to integrate. We did integrate. We got our answer. There was 5 clear steps here. We will pick up an extra mark for this, and we would pick up an extra mark for that. Therefore, there is 7 marks available to us. So we can probably confidently say we have done the question if it wasn't already a show that. So, get confident in learning your terminology. Learn what turning point means. Try to speed up how you do integration and differentiation. Once you get confident with all of that, move on to our A-level videos where we step it up a bit with slightly harder techniques and harder questions. But hope you found that helpful, and we'll see you soon.